What's up? Welcome to the video, y'all. Today's video is going to be about how to dopamine detox like a normal person, right? And I know the title is kind of misleading because normal people do not dopamine detox, but the purpose of this video is to show you how to do it like in a way that does not interfere with your life. Okay, so you are not a monk, you are not the Dalai Lama. All right, you let me say again, you are not the Dalai Lama. You are not that nigga. That nigga has been doing this for like 50 years. Okay, you probably haven't even been alive for 50 years. Okay, so don't try to be like the Dalai Lama and sit there looking out your window, goddamn, meditating for 15 hours a day because it's not gonna happen. All right, that's just ridiculous. All these YouTubers coming out saying, like stop breathing, stop like speaking. It's just ridiculous. Like stop thinking that that's normal or like that's a healthy way to do this because it's not. If you do that right, you're just gonna end up depressed. You're gonna end up feeling like shit. Your work's gonna take a hit, and it's just too much time, guys. Especially if you have a job, you're in school. Like most people, you don't have time to be, pretending to be the Dalai Lama. All right. So to get into it, the first number one thing, I'd say the easiest thing to do on this list is to delete social media. That's right. I have Instagram deleted, Snapchat deleted, Facebook deleted. Nothing's on my phone. If I because I do use Instagram for my business, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you guys. But if I need to go on there, I have it on my computer. Excuse me. But it's not on my phone. So during the workday, when I only have my phone on me, for those whole 12 hours I'm at work during the day, I'm not checking Instagram because it doesn't lead to anything productive. Guys, like, come on, like, be real with yourself. When you're on Instagram, are you looking up educational videos? Like, be real, man. Like, are you looking up workout videos, workout routines? No, you're trying to look at that booty, that big booty Latina is what you're trying to look at. All right. Even I fall victim to this, and I'm a pretty disciplined guy. So it's best to just not have on your phone. It's not productive. It's not conducive to good work. Just delete it, guys. Just delete it. Gone. Bye. It gets easier after like the first week. You're like, fuck. You feel like you're missing out, but trust me, you're not. Literally, these social media companies play to like the human need to feel like connected to the tribe, to be like a part of the tribe, and that's why you feel like you're missing out. Because I actually read this in The Obstacle Is the Way by Ryan Holiday, but like we're still fearful of like we still have like the caveman instincts in us, and your brain is still fearful of shit that doesn't exist anymore. So what that fear is, guys, is that you feel like you're gonna be disassociated from the tribe if you're not participating in the tribe. All right. So these social communities know what they're doing. Delete it. It's useless. All right. Second thing is cut out sugary foods, especially if you want to lose weight, gain muscle. The best thing you can do, guys. In my fridge, I don't have any like juice, sodas. We don't keep any of that. Literally, it's just water and milk, like to drink, and like tea, coffee. But we don't have sugar in our house, like at all. Like it's just, you'll be amazed. You'll be surprised how much you don't need sugar when you cut it out of your diet. Like, this is responsible for all these like, headaches, like, just like shit that you don't need in your life, like high blood pressure, stress, like not being able to sleep, like the highs, the crashes, the lows. You'd be surprised how good you feel when you're not eating sugar, you're not consuming sugar. All right, guys. So, and it's free dopamine, is what it is. It's like the easiest way you can feel good when you're feeling down is to just eat some big old jelly donuts or something like that. All right. So delete the sugar, delete the social media. The third thing is stop watching TV. All right. Stop watching TV and shows and playing video games. All right, because what these activities do is they're a band-aid on boredom. All right, so you're bored, you have nothing to do. Maybe it's a Friday night, you worked all day, you're trying to avoid going out drinking, whatever, and you want to watch a show, avoid it. Literally, it just eats up so much time. Like, I can't remember the last time I fucking watched a show. Like I'm just so disconnected from it. I've been doing it for so long. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't watch shows at all, right? Literally, the only reason I keep my Netflix on is because it helps my credit score to have like more payments. So like I like keep it going. 'Cause it's cheap. It raises my credit score, so why not? But otherwise, I just let my mom and my brother use it because I don't. All right. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is no drugs. All right. And I know a lot of you motherfuckers are gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck am I supposed to do on a Friday night, Saturday night? You know what I'm saying? Well, find something else to do, guys. Like, drugs are like the most. Drugs are like worse than the YouTube. No, not the YouTube. Worse than the Netflix and the TV shows and video games because they cost a lot of money, right? Like, you pick up, an eighth that's going to cost you 40, $50. Eighth of that MJ, you know what I'm saying? Or even worse if you're doing that cocaine, you know what I'm saying? That shit adds up. It costs money that you could be investing in yourself, in your health, and you're wasting it on a high that doesn't last. You have nothing to show for that high, unless you're John Mayer and you make a killer guitar solo or rock the next rock hit when you're on that MJ or that cocaine. It's completely useless. It's not conducive to success. Cut it out. All right, guys. With all these things, it gets easier over time. Like I haven't smoked weed in like years now, and like I don't feel the need to do it anymore. It's not even in my like mind anymore. Like I don't miss it one bit. All right. Next thing is to limit alcohol. And I know a lot of these self-help gurus are going to tell you to stop drinking, don't drink one beer. Guys, like, come on. If you want to have a social life, you're going to be drinking. But what I'm saying is to cut it down as much as you can. So if you're in college and you drink maybe 4 times a week, that's pretty normal. Cut it down to 2 times a week, right? If you're like me and you're in the workforce, cut it down to once a week. Right now, I'm only drinking Saturday nights. That's it. I just go out for a little bit and I have like 2, 3 beers tops, unless it's like a real special occasion. But other than that, it costs a lot of money, guys. Like, this shit adds up, especially if you're, buying shots for your friends, for the big booty Latinos in the bar. That shit adds up. And it takes away from like the next day also. Isn't that great? Like, it takes away from not only your day while you're drinking, but also the next day, like when you're like hungover, you're waking up at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. with a hangover, and you're like useless for that day. It's such a life changer, guys. Especially if you're trying to grind, and then the weekends are your friend, because that's when you have time to like grind on your side hustle. Definitely want to be limiting that alcohol consumption. All right. And the final thing, and I would say this is actually the most important thing, is to cut down on the prawn, that good prawn hub activities, and cut down on smacking your Randy Johnson, because I know this is a huge problem for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, smacking my Randy Johnson was a huge problem. I used to do it like every day, literally. Actually, I used to do it like 3 times a day, and then I cut down on like once a day. Right now, I'm pretty much off it. I don't do it anymore. It's just useless. Like, there's no need for that. But I understand that if you're used to doing it a lot, you can't just stop like these no fat gurus tell you, these self-help YouTubers tell you. You're not just gonna like just stop. It's like if you're used to or if you've never been to the gym before, you're not just gonna go in and bench 300 pounds. Like, you have to start from somewhere, guys. So what matters when you see the benefits of the no fap is if you're cutting down on the prawn and you have less frequency of doing it. So if you're not doing it as often as you used to, that's what really like gives you the improvement. All right, if you set this crazy goal of, oh, I'm not gonna look at prawn for a year or for the rest of my life, like, bro, you're gonna fail. And it's like a cycle where it's like you fail and then you feel bad about failing, you feel down about failing, and that makes your life worse because you feel like you failed to achieve your goal. So don't feel like that, guys. Just cut it down as much as you can. If you can decrease the frequency of it, eventually you're going to reach a point where you're doing it maybe like once a week. You're in a much better situation. That's only 52 times a year. It's a lot better than 365 times a year, right? You're going to feel a major increase in your mood, your confidence, your voice, your skin, your muscle tone. Like, everything is just going to increase. Attraction from girls, your drive for life, your passion for life. This is like a life hack, guys. This is like, you need to be on this, all right? And then eventually, you can move on to, I don't need this anymore. It's not a part of my life anymore. But we're going to start small, all right? We're not just going to say, oh, damn this, I'm gonna be on a 30-year no fap streak. Or 30-year no fap streak. Get the fuck out of here, guys. Like, who the fuck? All right. So these things pretty much are boredom padders. I like to call them boredom padders because they pad your boredom. They make you okay with being bored. What I'm saying is, like, be okay with being bored. Be like good with being bored. Like, being bored is good, right? Like, that's when you're gonna want to read. You're gonna want to meditate. You're gonna want to be productive, work out, go on a walk, pick out your favorite leaf. All right. You're only going to want to do that when you're bored, but when you're constantly stimulated, your mind is constantly stimulated and just on all this shit. It's like, you're not going to want to do all those stuff. You're going to want to be comfortable and nice and feel good and watch prawn and beat your Randy Johnson. All right. So those are the 6 things that you're going to do to live a dopamine detoxed life like a normal person. Short King Brandon out, baby.